We now finally got news of big companies that are working on a different kind of Sword Art Online headset. And that headset is called the Augma, from the SAO movie called Ordinal Scale. Now the Augma headset is an augmented reality device and is both very similar but also very different from the Full Dive Nerve Gear. Because instead of showing the user a virtual world, the Augma uses augmented reality, which projects the virtual world on top of the existing one. Now that means it can also be used for much more things than just gaming. And as we see in the Ordinal Scale movie itself, it is also used by the general public for things like transport, communications, and sports. Now it does this by displaying virtual objects onto the world around you, which only the user can see or share with others if they want. Now the Augma is a wide-framed headset-like device that is fitted around the user's ears. And the device has two arms, of which one is equipped with a projection lens that allows to project images directly into the user's eyes. And the other arm extends to the back of the user's head and is equipped with a panel that establishes a link directly to the user's brain. Now this means that besides just showing virtual objects in the world around you, this device is also able to read your brainwaves, just like the Full Dive headset, and is also capable of transmitting visual, auditorial, and even limited tactile information directly back into the brain. This means it could also make you feel the augmented reality world, just like the Full Dive Nerve Gear. However, the intensity of this is a lot lower, meaning it won't send signals to the brain similar to taste or smell. But at the same time, instead of creating a virtual world where you have to lay down on your bed, it needs the user to move and use the physical world around him. Now this technology could then eventually even replace things like TVs, computers, and phones. Because instead of needing these physical devices, the headset could just display a screen in front of you wherever you want, that you can also then interact with just using your hands. And that means it would actually feel like you're looking at a TV, typing on a laptop, or using your phone without any of those devices actually being there. Now even though this technology might sound a lot crazier and more difficult than something like the Nerve Gear, this Sword Art Online headset will actually come a lot sooner than we thought. Because there are already companies that already have working products right now. And one of the biggest ones are, for example, the Microsoft HoloLens, which is a true augmented reality device that can display and show anything you want, anywhere you want around you. That goes from just productivity use to gaming as well. And the crazy part is that the possibilities with this technology are basically endless. But it turns out that a lot of companies realize the potential that this technology has and all jumped on board on creating the best augmented reality device. One of the biggest new companies in these spaces are Apple, Meta, and Google, that are now all trying to work on creating their own augmented reality devices. Now the new named company Meta, that before was called Oculus, recently announced their own pair of smart glasses. But do keep in mind that smart glasses are not the same as an augmented reality device. Because these glasses are just capable of things like recording video and audio, or making calls and listening to music. But there's no such thing as a display or an augmented reality projection in the device itself. But Meta made very clear that their future plan is to make a true augmented reality device that coexists next to their virtual reality devices as well. And to top it off, they are now also working on creating a metaverse, which would be the exact same like the egg from Sword Art Online or the metaverse from Ready Player One, that could allow for endless and infinite amount of worlds that can be created by the users themselves. Now after this crazy news was announced, almost every single technology company signed up to create their own version of AR glasses, with one being even crazier than the other. However, even though there are already augmented reality headsets that are out right now, there are still some hurdles to overcome. And the biggest problems until now are price, form factor, and field of view. Now to take the Microsoft HoloLens as an example, they have now released their second generation that is called the HoloLens 2, but it starts at a price of $3,500, which of course is an insane high price to pay, and for now is only focused on enterprise levels, or for companies with specific use cases, like the medical field or the army. Now besides the high price point, the form factor is also still a thing that needs to be improved on, because the ultimate goal for an augmented reality headset is to look exactly like a normal pair of glasses. But until now, this is not achieved yet. But we can see with every generation of AR glasses that this form factor becomes smaller and smaller. And at the same time, the headset itself will become more powerful, so that in no time we will actually be able to fit all this technology in the thin frames of normal glasses. But the last problem to overcome is the field of view. And that refers to the size of the space that your eyes can perceive this augmented reality. Because the field of view on most of these headsets is so small, that means you won't be able to see the augmented world everywhere you look. But also this problem is being improved on with every new generation of AR glasses. And with this development going at such speeds, I truly believe we will soon see huge competitions of different companies trying to create a true Sword Art Online AUKMA headset. While at the same time, other big companies are trying the different path, focusing more on the virtual reality side and creating something similar to the Nerve Gear. But in either way, I think that we are at the start of a beautiful revolution of both virtual reality and augmented reality. And that we are soon gonna see a huge race from the biggest companies trying to fight their way to the top to creating the best headset possible.